Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here today with a Toonami news update, and that being we have our new show announcement or replacement for Made in Abyss, and that show is Lupin the Third Part 6. Now, it will be a straight substitution. It will be filling in at 1:30 a.m. starting not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, April 16th. Now, this was kind of I wouldn't say that surprising decision at all, because we got Lupin the Third parts 4 and 5 for sure on Toonami in the past. However, there was a little bit of controversy, I suppose, because neither of those shows really rated that well in the block. But again, it's kind of a safe but still acceptable move. No one is going to really raise their eyebrows that Lupin the Third is back on Toonami. The only thing to raise your eyebrows on is maybe its time slot, it being kind of early in the night, considering, again, Lupin the Third Part 5, I think started off around like 1:30 or so when it first entered the block, and then it quickly fell to 3:30, mostly due to the poor ratings performance of the show, despite I thought Lupin the Third Part 5 being a really, really good addition to the Lupin series. But I haven't watched any of Lupin the Third Part 6, but I've actually heard more of a negative response than a positive response to it so far. Even people I know are like big Lupin fans said, yeah, they could have really done without it. So I think that's interesting. And that's the show to replace Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss, whose 1 hour season finale will be airing this Saturday, 2 days from now, April 9th at 1:30. And the only reason why I guess Loop on the Third Part 6 is this high is because, again, you have older shows behind it in One Piece, Shippuden, and Cowboy Bebop. So, according to how you look at it, some people might look at it and say, well, Loop on the Third will be still the final debuting show on the block, with One Piece already the dub being available for a while, these episodes, and Shippuden dub being a while, episodes, Cowboy Bebop being around with the teeny bopper era, you know? Kind of weird to think of like what things were congruent, like the same time with each other. Like, yeah, Cowboy Bebop premiered, I think, first debuted in Japan in 1999 when like Britney Spears and NSYNC were at the top of the charts. It's kind of crazy to think of how long ago that was, but I digress. Back to Loop on the Third Part 6. I'm alright with this decision. I'm alright with this move. Maybe I could definitely understand why people complain about the timing of it. But again, it's a straight, probably cheap move. Because again, Loop on the Third, not as big a title as, say, Demon Slayer or JoJo. So something Toonami can get probably without breaking the bank. Something for, I think, 20, 25 or whatever weeks, and a decision to save on money because again, Toonami's probably invested a crap ton of money in all their originals. Like again, you have Shenmue airing now, getting towards its finale. That's something Toonami had to throw money at. They had to throw a bunch of money in the past year or so to Fena, the Blade Runner, and they've thrown money deep into the money sink for 2 or so years for Uzumaki at this point. And we now know, as of a couple weeks ago, they're throwing money in the money sink for Housing Complex C for 2 more Fully Cooley sequels. So, Toonami, do not be surprised if you see cheap moves like this, moves that are probably inexpensive series. Don't be surprised if they splurge maybe on like a long runner, because there's talks of maybe them getting like Yu Yu Hakusho onto the block, maybe. Or apparently they tried at one point to get Fairy Tail but couldn't. But that just shows the psychology here at Toonami. So do not be surprised if the next announcement we get after this will be another like a long running, like 100+ episode show or something like that. Don't be surprised. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts on this announcement? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. I am the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.